Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Legend of Heroes 3 Prophecy of the Moonlight Witch. I have done a little bit of grind, only gained one level. Grind is actually way more painful here, so if I wanted to do grind, I should have done it earlier in the game, because enemies here actually hurt. So I think we're kind of done grinding. It takes way too long, because I can't just go auto battle with infinite health, basically. I need to heal up every couple battles. So let's continue on to the checkpoint, the Folthia checkpoint. We need to find Durzel and figure out what's going on. We're getting near the end, I presume. You know what? While we're here, let's just see. History, 83%. Yeah, we got to be pretty close. I mean, we've almost completed the loop. Dilt. We're entering the final country in the game. I'm really curious about Gagharv. I always assumed Gagharv was the world, but I forget what the area that we're at is called. The actual whole region. But Gagharv, they said, was like a big void or something. Hello, Ava. Okay, so at another checkpoint, are these guys going to be the Dilt holes? What? This border is protected by Folthia soldiers based on a treaty with Gidona. There's no conflict here. The Folthia army is protecting the border for charitable reasons. Hi, travelers. Are you going to Folthia? Actually, we're returning to Folthia, where we started our pilgrimage. Oh, my mistake, sorry. If you're just returning to your hometown, I don't see any problem. You can pass. I'm very curious what is ahead. Why do we have to guard the border of Gidona? It's not our job. Excuse me? What? Who ordered you to guard the border? Don't ask stupid questions. King Rudolph, of course. King Rudolph, not Revis? Wait, what do you mean they're Final Fantasy-like? I feel like they're not very Final Fantasy-like. Who? I've never heard of him. Are you accusing me of lying? Don't insult me, you stupid boy. I feel like this game, honestly, has kind of terrible names. Dilt? The land of Dilt? Are you accusing me of lying? Don't insult me, you stupid boy. Okay, let's see the areas. Folthia, Menarth, Ambish. Ambish is very Final Fantasy. Ambish sounds like something that would be in Final Fantasy 12. Aldos, Fenthi, Udor, Chanom, Gidona. I agree with Ambish big time. Rarely do we get normal travelers. This fortress is filled with tough soldiers from Folthia, sent to guard the border. You should be careful. I'm not afraid of soldiers. What did you say? Who in the world do you think you are? We're protecting the border for you. Oops. Yikes. Right, he's a good example. Watch your mouth. All the soldiers here are tough. All right, where's the door? Down here. Hello, dude. Hi there. Hello. None of the soldiers stationed here, including myself, are from the elite guard. Everyone is upset for having been sent here without a good explanation. They may be rude, but please forgive them. How many of these people are drafted? Gidona was one, yes. With an H, G-H. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this save, even after I beat the game, so that once I beat a tier of Vermilion, it sounds like a Ligma joke. What? Get on a nut? Get on a... Okay. God, you can barely see here. Yeah, once I beat tier Vermilion, I'm going to import the save back into this game to see if we unlock any extra history. Next, please. We're on our way back from pilgrimage. Pilgrimage. You don't know? So what? Sorry, I'm ignorant. Oops, he's scary. Hey, you don't have to raise your voice like that. Shut up. Do you have a problem? Huh. Guess I won't let you pass. That's not fair. I don't care. I'm the officer in charge of this checkpoint. I have the most authority here. Is that so? That's so cool. I love a man with power. Well, really? I'm flattered. Can we pass, please? You said you were on your way back from pilgrimage? All right, you can pass. Please, go ahead. Curio showed him the silver dagger as a formality. Checked, okay. When the transferred bridges are connected, cross to the Fulthia side and show it again to the officer at the exit. That'll do. Thank you. You look dashing. Am I? Oh, shucks. All right, let's get away from this hellhole. Are you traveling to Fulthia? Yes. The transfer bridges are not connected yet. Could you please kill some time in the lobby on the east side? The lobby on the east side, okay. I'll call you when the bridges are connected. So let's go to the west side. He told us to wait at the lobby on the southeast side. He didn't say the southeast side. We shouldn't be walking around. Why don't you let me live my life, Chris? I'll call you when the bridges are connected. Oh, that guy looks important in the top left. Don't wander about, all right? Oh, there's someone in a prison. Who is that? This is the first time we've actually seen one of the prisons in use. Don't talk to the prisoners. They're in prison because they committed crimes. We have no time to listen to any criminal, what any criminals have to say. Don't associate with the prisoners. It's for your own good. All right. Oh. I see your travelers going to Fulthia. The transfer bridges are connected only at scheduled times, so relax and wait here. The soldiers here are certainly tough, but they're not behaving suspiciously. But the numbers of soldiers here is not normal. Everywhere we look, we see soldiers. They also look very tense. Maybe something terrible is happening on the other side of the bridge in Fulthia. Something terrible. I don't know. We'll know once the bridges are connected and we get there. Okay, you know what? Let me load. Hey guys, yo, what's up? This is such a stinking place. I stepped on a soldier's foot by mistake and they put me here. I can't say this out loud, but these soldiers are pretty agitated. You should be careful too. Got anything else to say? Oh, this guy had an exclamation mark over his head. Yo, listen. Listen to me, will ya? This guy's name is Alf. You may not believe me, but sometimes I hear sound from below the prison floor. Oh, we're gonna get imprisoned and we have to escape. You think there's moles down there? I'm sure. There are big moles. Okay, we're for sure getting imprisoned. Okay, let's talk to this guy real fast. Blah, 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 blah. We already read that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. We already read that. Okay. Let's go check. Hello. It's a boring job to watch these crooks. All right. Hello. I can't say this out. Okay. These guys don't get mad if I talk to them in front of them. Wah, 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 wah. Captain Ukos, where are they now? Huh? The troops that left Castle Route are about to arrive at the northern border. The elite troops from the castle. They're different from those of us who are guarding remote areas. The northern border? Is there anything to the north? We don't need them here. I don't know what King Rudolph is thinking. We've got enough soldiers already. Isn't the north just like water? The troops will stand on the north side until further instruction comes from the castle. I wonder what kind of instructions they're waiting for. I have no idea. I don't really want to know. We can't be waging war against the world or something, can we? What do you think we are, Mars or something? Wah, 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 wah. Stealing Norm Macdonald's jokes. Do you think so too? Hey, what are you doing here? Were you eavesdropping on us? Captain, bring them here. Go in. Quickly. I'm sorry, but since you heard us talking, I can't let you go. We didn't hear anything. We didn't hear anything about troops coming from Castle Raudo. Chris, what is wrong with you? Idiot. She always talks a little too much. It's none of your business. I'll decide what to do with them later. Put them in the prison for now. Prison again? It's my first time. Not wanting to fight the soldiers, they were put in the prison at the Fulfia border. Man, these main characters are way too dumb in this game. I feel like they've been fine in the early game, but they got really dumb in like the last 3 hours. All the solitary cells are occupied, so you must stay in a common cell. Don't fight with your cellmate. I don't see anybody beside us. But there is someone. There's a strange man called Prison Lord. Oh my god, I see a couple of feet. He's always taking a nap behind the barrels. Seems to like that place a lot. Oh, is he digging? Just don't talk to him. It's for your own safety. Sorry, but I must put you in here with him. What's a prison lord? A person who's been in prison for a long time and gained some power over the soldiers. Even the soldiers respect a prison lord. That usually means he's a great villain who committed heinous crimes. We're so unlucky. Let's check him out. Are you okay? Don't worry. Are these just boots and he's not there? The soldier was right. He's in a tunnel and he just laid down the boots so people think he's napping. The soldier was right. I see legs behind the barrels. Look, oh, he actually is sleeping. He's sleeping. What did you see? He's sleeping. What did he look like? I only saw his legs. Right. He must have some nerves of steel to be sleeping so calmly in a prison cell. We should stay away from him. I agree. Let's stay on this side and avoid being spoken to. Good idea. So what should we do now? I like how we fought Galaga and we're afraid of a dude sleeping behind a barrel. Well, first we must get out of here. But even if we were able to escape, they would catch us right away if the bridges were not connected. The bridges connect at scheduled times, right? Yeah, the soldier said so. Does anyone know the schedule? If we know when the bridges are connected, I can use my bombs around that time as a smokescreen to help us escape. No, that's not a good idea. We don't know the situation on the other side of the bridge. What if there are hundreds of soldiers on the other side? If we do too much damage, they'll give us a hard time on the other side of the bridge. You have a point. By the way, we need to know when the bridges connect. Yeah. Hey. Can't we see the bridge from across the window? If the bridges are up, I think we can see them from the window. Should we go and take a look? But the window's near the prison lord. Oh my god. Don't worry, he's asleep. Remember to tiptoe. Go, go. Don't push me. I'm the one who's taking the risk. You said it first, so of course you should do it yourself. All right. I don't feel like my characters, lore-wise, are getting any stronger, you know? We haven't gotten a ton of character growth in that capacity. Ugh. I think he's awake. I think he's awake. You don't have to come back and report to us. I slept very well. It was indeed a pleasant sleep. He seems to be in a good mood. We don't know that yet. He's moving. Shh. Sounds of moving. He's doing something. Ignore him. Now it's quiet. Has he gone back to sleep again? I think so. I see his legs. Come on, we know he's in a tunnel. Hey, don't be so alarmed. He won't come attacking you for no reason. He's just a little eccentric. Oh, is it Huck? Is this going to be Huck? A little eccentric. That's a characteristic of a dangerous person. She's right. But Jurio, an eccentric man and barrels. They remind me of Uncle Huck. Who's Uncle Huck? It's Chris's uncle. The last time we saw him, he suddenly appeared from behind some barrels. He's very eccentric. You don't have to use very. Really? You have a strange relative. Anyway, Jurio, go take a look one more time. This time, check his face, too. Me again? We'll be nervous if we don't know who he is. We can't even plan our escape. You're right, bud. Don't worry, if something happens to you, we'll do whatever it takes to help you. What's gonna happen to me? Nothing, just go. All right. What is it? He's gone. But we see his legs right there. But I can't find him. What's that supposed to mean? Piece it together, guys. You can figure this out. Let me see. We saw the barrel wiggling. Let me see. Ugh. This is great. Great indeed. What an inevitable twist of fate. Ha ha ha. Uncle Huck? Hello. Why are you here? Yeah, don't hello us. Explain. Yeah, I wonder what path he took. Did he just, like, zip around? How did he beat us in the loop? He must have, He probably didn't go to... What is the one on the, southeast? Is that Ambish? Is he really Chris's uncle? I think so. Why are you in this prison? Did you do something wrong? Hold your horses. Just calm down. You may have many questions, but before I explain what happened, I must ask you a favor, Jurio. Yes? Jurio, please give me a pair of trousers over there. These trousers and shoes? That's right. You know why I left my trousers and shoes near the barrels? I know you're curious. I know exactly why. Not really. Don't lie to me. All right, if you insist. Hey. As long as they see the legs sticking out from the barrels, the soldiers will think I'm sleeping behind them. But in reality, I was digging a tunnel. I call it the decoy legs operation. Pretty good plan, isn't it? You haven't changed a bit. Here, your trousers and shoes. Jurio handed the trousers and shoes to Huck. Excuse me, give me a moment to put on my trousers. Move the barrel, please. Hello, Jurio, Chris, you look well. You must be their traveling companions. My name is Huck. I'm Chris's uncle. Pleased to meet you. Now that I properly introduced myself, why don't we sit down at the table over there and talk? Sit down. Uncle Huck. But you only have one chair. Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry I've been here alone too long. Feel free to sit on the floor. He's certainly eccentric. Jurio and the company sat around the table and asked why Huck was in prison. Uncle Huck, why are you in this prison? I didn't do anything. I feel like you don't need to be like... The crew asked him why he's in prison and then have her ask why he's in prison. I feel like you can have a one or the other. I didn't do anything wrong. It's what I call a twist of fate. It happened in Menarth as withered leaves fell. Uncle? Yes? This thing in Menarth, does it have a direct connection with why you're in prison? Not at all. I knew it. Chris, you've become much sharper since the last time we met. Has she? She's the reason why we're in here. Have I? Then why are you here, Uncle Huck? Well, it was after the Hawk Talon arrived in Menarth I parted from you. I began walking down the street and suddenly I remembered I forgot something. Forgot something? My notebook recording my findings about the Moonlight Witch. Without the notebook, I can't do my research effectively. I had no choice but to return to Neri. I boarded the Hawk Talon and for free and went back to Raguna. Are you kidding me? You should pay once in a while. Oh, and then the people he owed the debts to or something? Don't worry, Captain Jilba gave me a free pass. Everything went smoothly until I got home. Unfortunately, I was caught by the loan shark. While I was running away from him, the last liner for the year departed. They didn't wait for me. So cruel. It's almost drift ice season. So I gave up on traveling east and headed west, passing through the Rudera Gate, taking the road to the capital. We understand you traveled west, but why on earth did they put you here? They didn't put me here. It may look that way, but everything is part of the plan. A plan? I was waiting for Chris and Jurio. Waiting for us? That's right. You had to pass this checkpoint to get home, so I knew I would see you if I waited for you here. I can stay here for free, and they give me meals too. It's a nice long-term lodging. The loan shark in Raguna put me on his debtors list, so I had no trouble checking in. So, what brought you here? We overheard some soldiers' conversation. It was something we shouldn't have heard. What is it? If you know, they'll put you in prison too. I'm already in prison. Wait. Why did Chris say that? Was that a mistranslation? Oh, that's right. Then it shouldn't be a problem. Ha ha ha. They just put the wrong face there? They were talking about more troops coming from Castle Raud. Is it Raudo? By the way, Uncle Huck, why were you waiting for us? Oh, yes. I traveled many places in search of the legend of the Moonlight Witch. I stumbled across an important clue about her whereabouts in Arosa, just west of here. Just west of here. Okay, isn't that the opposite direction from the guy that we're going to meet? Durzel? An important clue? Uncle Huck is researching the Moonlight Witch. I see. So, what is this important clue? It's interesting. The Moonlight Witch traveled throughout Tiriswheel and came back to Folthia. Tiriswheel is the name I was forgetting earlier. She was heading for Castle Raud. For some reason, I thought it was Raudo. What? How did you know? It's a hunch. Okay, then, did you know this? In Arosa, there is a granddaughter of a former court swordsman of Castle Raud. Safi? She told me that her grandfather was very close to the Moonlight Witch. Brad? Is this the court swordsman Durzel? What? How do you know so much? The great oracle of Oldos told us to see him. Yeah, he's now trapped in a place called Dorufus. You know everything already. Oh, this is no fun. During our pilgrimage, we heard many stories about the Moonlight Witch. We also heard some in Fenthi and Gidonel while we were on our way back from Oldos. Jurio and Chris described all of the encounters that involved information about the Moonlight Witch. Huck listened to their stories with wide eyes, taking notes here and there. Jurio and Chris thought it was a good opportunity to tell Huck, Stella, and Badat about the wave of Rawal. They told them everything the Great Oracle said at the shrine in Oldos. It took quite a while for them to explain everything. I didn't know. The wave of Rawal. Amazing. The story is too deep for me to grasp. You had a fruitful journey. You learned more details than I did throughout my research. You can't beat these two, Huck. Don't be discouraged. Discouraged? Me? No way, I have a scoop. A scoop? That's why I was waiting for you here. But this is serious. Huck suddenly put on a serious face. The girl in Arosa, her name is Joanna. She heard one of the Moonlight Witch's prophecies from Durzel. It was her last prophecy. The Moonlight Witch's final prophecy. Right. After that, there are no more legends telling of the Moonlight Witch. Nobody knows whether she's alive or dead. But I'm pretty sure what Durzel heard was her last prophecy. It says, when emotionless soldiers pass the borders, the king bound by a spell will lose his power. Oceans and mountains will all die. The wave of evil will be drawn by a woman from another world and a man who manipulates stars. I bet you the woman from another world is connected to the other games in the series. I'm probably the man who manipulates stars, to be fair, but... The wave of evil. That's the wave of Rawal. What about a woman from another world? No other prophecies mentioned her. Yeah, the Moonlight Witch must have found out about her in Folthia. So I heard one of the complaints about this trilogy's localization to English was that some of the names and the translations between the games are different. So I think there might be some characters that cross over in the games, and when we play the other ones, they'll have a different name, and so it will be harder for us to catch on to the fact that they're connected. So we'll try to pay attention with context clues for when we play the other games, because, yeah, we'll probably need to extra focus to figure out which characters are which. A man who manipulates stars must be referring to Revis. The king, of course. Okay, is Castle Raudo in Raud? We read both Raudo and Raud. The king, of course, is Castle Rudolph at Castle Raudo. Is King Rudolph at Castle Raudo. I guess emotionless soldiers in her last prophecy refers to the troops that you heard were heading here. If we don't do anything, the arrival of the wave of Rawal will become a certainty. We mustn't waste time. Jurio, have you the silver dagger? You have the silver dagger, right? Of course, but why? Joanna and Arosa mentioned something to me. Before Durzel was locked up in Dorifus, he often said something interesting. To her. Can we actually use this as a weapon? He said, I wish there were pilgrims with the silver dagger traveling through the 5 shrines according to the ancient custom. Because we heard that Grandpa Lap's oaken staff was important. So is Jurio going to wind up using the silver dagger as a super weapon, and is Chris going to wind up using Grandpa Lap's staff or something, and we need something to unlock their ability or something like that? According to the ancient custom, that's us. Yeah, we meet the condition. Right. That's why I was waiting for you. You were also waiting for the emotionless soldiers here, so they could confirm the prophecy, right? Right. Uncle Huck, are you really a genius? Things will become clearer once we talk to Master Durzel. I have a feeling that the silver dagger is the key that connects the 5 shrines, the Moonlight Witch, and the Wave of Rawal. As you know, our coming-of-age pilgrimage is based on the old pilgrimage that witches and sorcerers used to do. Many villages had this custom before, but now only a handful retain the tradition. I wonder if Grandpa Lap is going to become more important in some capacity. Of course, it is natural that the customs and lifestyles of people change with time. But think, who started this pilgrimage and for what reason? Why did they give us the silver dagger? Even now, no one can explain the existence of the shrines and spells. Her last prophecy mentioned a woman from another world. That's the key point. Maybe these mysteries cannot be explained by what we know about this world. They may have something to do with another world too. That's the conclusion I reached. Great Oracle Denkin told me that you have that only a person who is connected to another world can know about the Wave of Rawal, right? Yes. Anyway, we must go to Arosa. You've completed your pilgrimage. If I bring you to Joanna, we may be able to obtain new information. Then we should head for Dorifus and see Master Durzel. In the events mentioned in the last prophecy, if the events mentioned in the last prophecy are already happening, we don't have much time left. By the way, I heard a rumor that Durzel is a legendary swordsmaster. He was also very loyal to the king and an exemplary swordsman. You know about Durzel too? Lodi also mentioned him. Lodi, a swordsman we traveled together for a while. He also said Durzel was the only great swordsman he respected. See? It's strange. Why is a person like that locked up? Something is wrong. Really? Uncle, how are we going to escape from here? Are we going to use tunnel? Don't worry, I dug this hole specifically for this day, based on my accurate measurements. It should open near the bridge. I left only a thin layer of soil at the other end. We can break through easily. The only problem is that we don't know when the bridges will be connected. We may be able to get out of here, but without the bridge, we can't cross over to the other side. You don't need to worry about that either. According to my stomach, a soldier will come to check on us soon. He comes at the same time as when the bridges connect. Don't worry, if we go through my tunnel, we can get there quickly. We can even leave after the bridges are connected. See? The soldier's here. Is everything okay? The moles are quiet today. Are you still talking about the moles? There's no way we have such huge moles. Hey, you guys, I'm sorry. Have you been forced to listen to Huck's story? He's quiet when he's asleep, but once he starts talking, he just won't stop. He's been giving us a hard time, too. Huck, take it easy on these rookies, will you? Why don't you join us, too? I just started an interesting story. No thanks. Maybe some other time. You enjoy. I was wondering if the soldier is going to fall into the tunnel. Okay, now. Follow me. Let's go. Are we going to be okay? Chris, Jurio, we don't have time. All right. Hey, I hear moles moving. I knew there were moles. But why haven't the others heard them? Am I cursed by moles or something? It's scary. I should keep quiet. Was it this way? You're not sure? Why do you have branching paths? Didn't you measure accurately? It was accurate when I dug it. I just got carried away and dug extra tunnels. Which one is the real escape tunnel? Don't ask me. Why don't you dig a little? Huck dug some dirt. I don't think this is the way. Please tell me we're not going to show up in the middle of these tables. Are you sure this time? Probably. Wait. Where are Badat and Stella? We're fine. Don't worry. Okay. Uncle Huck, are we there yet? Almost. We should be very close to the bridge. Are you sure? It feels like we've walked forever. Oh, I'm sorry. I went a little bit too far west. We don't have time for this. The bridges will go up again. Sink or swim. Go out here and run for the bridge. If they come after us, I'll use my bombs. Horse time? Wow, big dogs. Look carefully. They're horses. Horses. Oh my god. How can soldiers be there? We're in trouble. Should I use my bomb? No, these soldiers don't seem to be the ones mentioned in the prophecy. We don't want to hurt them. Come this way. I'll jump over a soldier with this horse. While the soldiers are in a state of confusion, you guys cross the bridge, got it? I didn't know you were so good at horseback riding, Uncle. I'm a wandering scholar who dedicates his life to the study of the Moonlight Witch. I can control a horse or two, even in my sleep. It's like Jurio, who can get to his bed half asleep. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. What? Nothing. Let's go. Things didn't go as I planned. Hold the exposition dump. Hurry. The bridge will start rising. I haven't ridden a horse lately. Maybe I should take that one. I'll jump on him from behind. All right, that works. What was that? Wow. Or now. Uncle Huck. Leave it to me. You cross the bridge. Okay. We're just gonna bump in the water. Really? Oh no. We must jump. We couldn't make it. We'll see you later. Wait, didn't we have a rope at oh no, that was the Wildcat guys. Don't worry. Jurio, take this. Is it the secret volume of Safi? No, this is the notes about the Moonlight Witch. We'll catch you later, so don't worry about us. All right. Promise. Yeah. Hurry, go on. You think they'll just put down the bridge again and chase us? They're unbelievable. Are they going to be all right? We're talking about Uncle Huck and Badat. They should be fine. We should head for Rosa. We must first see Joanna. Jirio and his company organized a party. Don't forget to bring this. We got his Huck's notes. All right. That's a save. That's a real save. Boop. Beautiful. And while we're at it... Various findings on the Moonlight Witch and some confessions by Huck. The Moonlight Witch. Oh my god, there's a lot. Menarth. When the earth forgets to produce, a mountain will cross the sea and the people will crowd in despair. The Moonlight Witch who came to the shrine in Tigura left these words 20 years ago. Reportedly, the Moonlight Witch also told the locals about peat mines in the Tigura caverns. Because of the peat, the island people found another source of income other than fishery. Some people in Menarth blame the poor crops on a witch's spell. However, witches are appreciated in the Nagar Island, also in Menarth, because the witch taught them how to exploit peat mines. It's a mystery. The same prophecy is also left in Nelva. Does it refer to the same event? Another prophecy is found in Nelva. An evil mountain will appear from the sea and leave the town in ruins. These words of the Moonlight Witch are also found in Ambish. An old lady in Tiyuyel told me the name of the Moonlight Witch. Her name is Gweld. The name is filled with a great sadness. There's a poisonous swamp in a deserted village near Dice. Rumor has it that the swamp was created by a spell cast by the Moonlight Witch. Is the Moonlight Witch evil? An old lady in the slam remembered about Gweld. She was about 18 then. If so, she must be 38 now. I really want to see her. The Land of Witches. What is that? Ambish. Magista the Con Master met Gweld when she was 5. Gweld taught her the correct way to use spells, how to treat others, and how to interpret and respond to the prophecies. It is said that Gweld was better at chapel spells than can spells. There is a book in Ambish that talks about the Moonlight Witch. Alright. Wait, was that Ambish? Udor. I haven't been able to find any messages from the Moonlight Witch in Udor. However, Udor has a shrine in Shaful. She must have left some words there. In addition, additionally, I obtained information in Shaful. In Forest of No Return, treetops sway as they receive winds from Shaful. The Moonlight Witch reportedly said this in Shaful. And Folthia. The words of Durzel, as told by Joanne. When emotionless soldiers pass the borders, the king bound by the spell will lose his power. Oceans and mountains will all die. The wave of evil will be drawn by a woman from another world and a man who manipulates the stars. What an ominous prophecy. Is this the final prophecy left by the Moonlight Witch Gweld? Further research is required. Was there any more? Oh. Oh, there's a bunch more. Oldos. The Moonlight Witch doesn't seem to have left any prophecies in Oldos. Further research required. Fenthi and Fenthi records tell of a traveling witch who I believe is the Moonlight Witch. On the shores of Lake Rupinus, it's bothersome, but I'll write down the entire text. Fenthi, which lies along the shores of Lake Lupinus, see, more translation issues, is divided into two areas, the north and the south. The north is governed by King Enaton, while the south is ruled by his younger brother, Kalak. Originally, Hyzen in the north was the only capital, but the king divided the country at the births of his twin princes. Didn't the queen divide the country? A mansion was built in Haruku. The king wished that the two princes would build a new nation. Perhaps out of grief over this event, a traveling witch left these words. Mother divides blood not to divide the country. It seems that she is sounding alarm for the future of Fenthi. Okay, one more in this section. Gidona. I haven't checked out Gidona yet. Further research required. Let's check out the Land of the Witches. Land of the Witches. There are at least 3 names of places having witch in them. They are the Witch's Sea, the Witch's Island, and the Witch's Stepping Stone. Okay. I remember the Witch's Stepping Stone. That was between the, like, 3-country bridge or whatever. I don't remember the Witch's Sea, and we heard about the Witch's Island. Did we hear that Grandpa Lap was the only guy to go there or something like that? Witch's Sea, the inland sea, facing the coastlines of Folthia, Menarth, Chanam, Udor, and Gidona. Many of the myths relating to the witches were born around the inland sea, hence its name. Witch's Island is said to be a mysterious island that exists somewhere in the Witch's Sea. Oh, Witch's Island. Was that the one that Galga slept on? Only Ortega, who built Oldos, has safely returned from the Witch's Island. Oh, it was Ortega. Did I... Huh. Witch's Stepping Stone, the middle island by the Bridge of 3 Capitals, is called the Witch's Stepping Stone. Why? Am I just, like, reading way too much into Lap? I can't remember how far back the Ortega stuff was. It's weird that, because I remember earlier in the game I theorized that, like, Lap was, like, Ortega or something, but it's funny that in my memory, it was, Lap that went there. What did, in the early game, when we met the people that went to visit Grandpa Lap, what did they say about him? I thought they said there was something, like, special about him, like he was the only person to do something. Witch's Stepping Stone. The middle island by the Bridge of 3 Capitals is called the Witch's Stepping Stone. Its name originated from the anecdote that the witches crossed from Chanam to Ambish, using the island as a stepping stone before the bridge was built. Okay. The Crimson Fire Gems. The Crimson Fire Gems. These gemstones only found on Nagar Island in Menarth. Crimson Fire Gems are made by cultivating pearl oysters in the peat swamp deep in the Tagura mines. The Moonlight Witch may have taught the locals how to make Crimson Fire Gems. Many are enthralled by the expensive gems. However, overgrown Crimson Fires can explode. I'm a little bit worried about... I hear this game has much better translation than Tear of Vermilion. So, if that's the case, Tear of Vermilion is probably pretty rough. A story says, the secret of its beauty lies in the spiritual catharsis the jewel induces in the people who see it. One thing that I'm wondering is, did the Moonlight Witch make the prophecy of Tagura not so that the people there would have, or not only so that they would have another economy, but also so that we would have the Crimson Fire for when we needed it? Actually, that wouldn't make sense because the guy just threw us in prison. So it didn't really help us, did it? Miscellaneous notes. Other random notes. I read down my conscience here. If you find this notebook, please don't read it, but return it to me. Loan Ledger. Gotch, 5,000. Dotch, 3,400. 4,600. I intend to... we could have paid that off for him. I mean, we can't anymore. I intend to return the money, so I shouldn't feel guilty. Yup, good idea. Okay. Does this do anything? Nope. Why does it let us select these? All right. Okay, we read everything. Is there any extra history now? Nope, we're still at 83%. You know what? I do want to check something. Seeing as this has been a super exposition episode. We made, like, no progress in the world. Okay, Genesis, year 200. Pilgrimages start. Okay, then Lap is 943. Oh, it does say that he went to the Witch's Island. Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay. So I wonder if a mistranslation spoiled that Lap was Ortega just now. The warlock Gapius is defeated by the sorcerer Ortega in a wizardry duel. The sorcerer Ortega slays a horde of dragons. The sorcerer Ortega joins forces with the warlock Gapius to defeat a demon. The sorcerer Ortega founded Oldos, City of Sages. It's just weird how recent this stuff is. Moonlight Witch goes. Okay, prophecies. So... Is Lap Ortega, is that confirmed? I mean, it's not confirmed, but... Is it overly hinted at enough that it's true? He did have an illustration of his face. Okay. Up we go. Oh my god. Let's check the map. See where we are. Oh. See, we have a branching path. We need to go to Dorifus, but they want us to go to Arosa first, I guess. Did you come from Gidona? That's strange. I didn't think anyone would be passing by here. We're on our way back from our pilgrimage to Oldos. From Oldos? Oh, our pilgrimage to Oldos, I see. Oh, so you're from Foltia. Welcome back. Jurio showed him the silver dagger. Check. Okay, you can go. Thank you. Can I ask you something, soldier? Yes? Oh, don't open your mouth, Chris. I don't trust you for 1 second. People on the south side of the bridge look agitated, but I see fewer soldiers on this side. You guys seem relaxed. Oh, the soldiers on the south side were drafted from various places only a short time ago. They just finished extending the border infrastructure. And now elite troops are being sent from the castle to take their place. I can understand how they feel. They have no choice, though. It's an order from the castle. We're just taking it easy on this side. Just between you and me, I think something is going to happen at this border. You'd better go back to your hometown. This guy's way more chill. They have no choice, though. It's an order from the castle. We gotta take it easy on this side. Okay? I want to see something. So it's Raudo, right? It's not Raud? It's Raudo. So, just more translation issues, I guess. Nothing to read. Whoa. Is that called, like, Z-plane errors or something? What we see in the trees? Is that what it's called? I don't know. When you have textures overlapping in the same spot and it causes a weird glitch. You came across the bridge. That's pretty rare these days. We haven't had any travelers passing through here lately. Until the troops from Castle Raudo arrive, people are staying away from the border. I feel lonely guarding the bridge. Until the troops... Okay. Good talk. Anything over here? No. Can we actually cross the border in this video? That's the real question. Because holy crud, we've taken our sweet time walking through 3 screens. Okay. Look who it is. Oh my gosh. We'll stay at this border until further instructions. Everyone, get in the barracks. They finally arrived. Let's peek from the window. All right. Oh yeah, more graphical errors there. That might be emulator stuff though. Can I peek here? Can I peek here? Hello? Did I peek? Oh, there we go. They don't look alive. Right. They have no emotion. Just as the prophecy said. Can I peek in this window? They saw the back of the soldier leader. They're strange. I can't see clearly from here. All right. Can we go back in? Hey, I thought you were gone. Go home quickly. Did you see their faces? They were like clay dolls, having no emotions at all. It's eerie. These guys could be very dangerous. This Foltia soldier is a bro. Don't hang around here. Go straight home. Okay, I'm a fan of this dude. This dude is the unsung hero of the story. No one will remember him except me. I will. An actual man of conscience. An unnamed man of conscience. Okay, do we have a choice of directions? Because there's Dorufus And... oh, never mind. This is not the branching path yet. Must head for Arosa quickly. Once you bring the silver dagger to Joanna, I'm sure we'll find a way to counter the wave of Rawal. Yes, I'm worried about Uncle Huck and Bedat, but I'm sure they'll be all right. I'm worried about them too, but they should be fine. I mean, no one's died in this game except for that one old wizard dude. All we can do now is to believe in Uncle and Bedat and do what we must do. We must hurry. Chris, cheer up. They'll come soon enough and show us their cheerful faces. Yeah. The party finds further traces of the Moonlight Witch's passing in the desert province of Gidona. Those who carry the seeds of greed will lose sight of their own hearts. The ones with red eyes will herald the coming of doom. Evil designs will come to fruition from within with the coming of the red-eyed. Gidona, ruled by the merchant Wilgit, is being targeted by Revis, the red-eyed astrologer from Folthia. His plans are to be the first step in a campaign to bring chaos and disaster upon the entire world. Huck, who was waiting for Jirio and Christine at the Folthia border, tells them about the ominous final prophecy left by Gweld, the Moonlight Witch. When faceless soldiers pass the borders, the shackled king will lose his power and all will die upon the oceans and mountains. Oh, that's different than how he worded it. The wave of disaster will be led by a woman from another world and he who commands the stars. Unless I misread it. Soldiers have amassed at the border, just as foretold by the prophecy. Wah! In search of what little hope they have left, Jirio and his friends head for Arosa to see Joanne, the granddaughter of Durzel. Did they say that she was the granddaughter already? The prophecy end. We are now in the final chapter. Journeys? Is it supposed to be Journey's End? East Dorufus, South Dilt, North Arosa. We must head north to get to Arosa, but where Joanna is. Hey, what's that? Hide. Even more? I mean, come on. We can take on 11 guys. Come on. We beat Galga, kind of. That's the second wave of troops. Motionless soldiers again. Soldiers are sent to the border, wave after wave. All right. Well, this was a very exposition-heavy episode, but this feels like a good place to call it. If you have enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be back next time with some more. Take care, guys. Mwah.